Ça joue sur la qualité.
It affects the quality of service. It's really important to have enough people to work with. Restaurants like this one in Montreal's Old Port say they're struggling to stay open as staff shortages worsen. Across Quebec, restaurants and hotels warn they could soon be forced to reduce hours or shut down entirely without enough foreign workers to fill key roles. All this in response to a 10% cap on low-wage temporary foreign workers per company issued by the federal government last year.
Les restaurateurs aimeraient plus de...
Restaurant owners would like more flexibility to be able to hire people from immigrant backgrounds. It should be easier and more accessible because we don't want to end up with a labor shortage. At Caribbean restaurant Cuisine, around 20% of staff are or were temporary foreign workers. Chef Céline Diallo says those hires have brought much-needed stability, essential for the restaurant to grow.
Nous, ça nous a permis d'avoir une stabilité dans...
It has allowed us to gain stability in our business, first through training, taking the time to train people knowing that they will stay, and then one thing leading to another, being able to develop them professionally. That stability, however, is what many in the industry now say is at risk. Even Quebec's immigration minister Jean-François Roberge has entered the ring, saying the federal limit is hitting regional businesses hard. He's calling on the federal government to renew permits for temporary workers already inside Quebec, but only outside Montreal. Industry groups say if the shortage goes on for long enough, some businesses will be forced to cut back.
We'll see maybe restaurants just open for Fridays to Sundays because we don't have the labor to open the other days.
The Association Restauration Québec is now calling on the Legault government to negotiate with Ottawa to raise the cap in the tourism sector from 10% to 30%, the level it was before the restriction came into effect. They say that higher cap had previously been essential in keeping business profits in balance.
We don't want to recruit others worldwide. We just want to renew those that are on the territory.
Consultations are underway on new targets for 2026 to 2029, with Roberge in the past suggesting a cut to as low as 25,000 permanent immigrants a year, down from the current 64,000 projected by the end of 2025. But experts say the province is struggling to balance business needs with political promises.
But the Quebec government is playing a very tricky game because they're saying, we want us to stay, but we don't want more. But we want them to stay outside Montreal and get to know Notting.
Back at Cuisine, Diallo says a tighter cap combined with possible cuts to permanent residents could make it harder for small restaurants to keep up with demand. She also says understaffing leads to a bigger workload for those who are staffed.
Avoir une qualité de travail et de vie.
Having a good quality of work and life means coordinating everything, which is important, so you need to be able to hire. In Montreal, Zachary Cheung, City News.